let's talk about this yam. It's a staple of the Caribbean and parts of Africa. And this one is in white on the inside. Let's see if we could cut it and show you. Let's you see that. It cooks up very soft. And I'm going to cream it, the mashed potatoes. And then I'm going to distribute the beans and use it as a sauce over it. Delicious. And the yam, I already cut it so you could see it's white on the inside. This is going to cook up with a pink Himalayan salt to taste. And I'm going to mash that with some mellow cream butter. Some mellow cream butter to give it a nice flavor. This is our yam. Take the skin off. Listen, if you could peel yam better than this, if you can peel a yam better, or you could cook it, or you know what you could do alternatively, you can cook the yam in the skin, like wash it off, get all of the dirt off, and you can boil the yam in the skin. I'm going to take all of the skin off and wash it. This yam is going to appeal to people. In parts of Africa, this yam is a staple. They powder yam and then they add water to it and then they make it into a creamy mashed yam. Look at that. I'm going to wash this off and probably cut it down one more. Guys, be careful with a knife. I am a professional. And cut the yam into small pieces so that it cooks up fast and soft. Cut your yam any way you want to. For probably bite sizes, and it cooks faster. It cooks soft if you put it in big bites and in big sizes, but it takes a lot longer to cook. If you cook it in bite size, it cooks faster, but you still get a soft yam. Be sure to get all of the hard skin off of it. That will contribute towards you not getting a smooth consistency in your mashed yams. Listen, when you live good with people, they bring you food. Look at this. Anybody know what this is? Anybody know what this is? Add it in the comments. This is, we're gonna put this to boil. Look, this is all I have in here is yams and pink Himalayan salt. That is gonna cook until it's tender. Well, this is fresh off the cucumber tree. This is freshly picked. This chichira is freshly picked, and I'm gonna cook this today as well. I'm gonna stew it with some curry and some potatoes, and this is going to be part of our meal today, our side dish. Let's just put it in there. I'm going to wash those and get those ready for preparation. Then the yam skin that's removed are going to go in the garden as compost. They do not go in the trash, along with the garlic skins we took off earlier. The ends that you don't want to add nutrients to your soil. So if you're planning on starting a kitchen garden, this is your menu. Remember the yams we were cooking earlier? I cook it down as close as possible, and then I'm going to transfer this. And then, because I like mine really creamy, I'm going to add a tablespoon of mellow cream butter and use a fork. Get it where it's warm. Make sure it melts, that butter. And as I said, we're not using a food processor today. Everything is being done old school. Or you could put that butter in a pan over low heat and melt it, and then pour the melted butter here. And your kids would eat this. If you make it good enough, I shouldn't say good enough, you make it tasty enough, they will eat it. Butter enhances flavor. When you finish eating a yam, mashed yam like this, you don't feel bloated. If you want, you could put this in the oven when you're done, mash it and bake it. Put some vegan cheese on top, or you could add nutritional yeast. See that nutritional yeast? That's a vegan's friend. It has a cheesy flavor. If I could pour it out, see what it looks like. It looks like that. You know what? I'm gonna add some to that. It could only make it good. It has a cheesy, nutty flavor, and it's this one that I always buy the one that's fortified, so I'm getting all the nutrients like vitamin B12, calcium, and iron, and phosphorus. A lot of vital nutrients that my body needs. Guys, you don't need meat to eat healthy and eat delicious food. And being vegan is not all about eating vegetables. You could eat other stuff to make your food tasty and appetizing. After you get all the clumps out of the yam, you switch to a spoon. That's gonna really take things up a notch. I like my yam very creamy. See how it comes in smooth there? Can you see that? You use a fork first to mash it down. Break up the big pieces. And then you go in with a spoon. And you start creaming. This is creamed yam. And guess what we're going to add to this? A few pieces of chives. Chives we did earlier. So chives in there. Gonna enhance the flavor. That chive is... Fresh chives is amazing. It has a distinct flavor. This is the bread kidney bean stew over pounded yam. So I molded the yam into a nice little round ball and put it on there. And I'm about to feast on this deliciousness. This we boil the yams very soft till it crushes as soon as the fork touches it. And then I add some mellow cream butter. Mellow cream butter is the only vegan butter I've found so far. So mellow cream butter, and it has a nice yellowish hue to it. And we also add some nutritional yeast to our mix, but that's optional. If you don't have it, that's okay. And then we did our stewed kidney beans. We cooked the kidney beans first, and then we add oil. Then we add our mixture of curry powder, and then we stew this down with some tomato paste and coconut milk. And if you decide to try this recipe or recipe of your own, be sure to drop it in the comment section. And we also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, so you guys can send us your photos and your recipe ideas, and share, like, share, subscribe.